Hi, this is Mark Wiltshire. Thank you for joining me on the Explore Finland radio show once again. Today's show is going to be a little bit different to some of the previous episodes because I don't have a long one-on-one conversation about one particular subject. Today we're actually talking about Restaurant Day, which was actually started in Finland some years ago. And so I went out with my daughter Evie and we went to the nearby town of Vaasa in the Pohjanmaa area of Finland, visited a few different restaurants and just went to check it out, really. So what I'm going to do today is play a few shorter interviews with some of the organisers of those restaurants and also speak to Evie and get some of her memories. So first of all, Evie, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And when we went to Vaasa, the first restaurant that we decided to go to was called A Taste Journey Around the World in 30 Minutes. And I think we were quite intrigued to know what kind of food might be served. There was a list of some of the dishes that they were preparing for us. And what was interesting was when we got there, it was actually served in a school. The food was being served in a school restaurant area, and I was able to speak to the English teacher there, Heimo Oksanen of Vaasa Övningsskola. And I apologise if I killed the pronunciation. I've studied a little Finnish. My Swedish is even worse than that. So first of all, let's hear my conversation with Heimo.
My name is Heimo Oksanen.
And where are we, Heimo?
We are at Vaasa Övningsskola. It's a primary school and it's also a teacher training school, which is connected to the University of Åbo Academy.
Okay. And I've found you today. I stumbled across this because it's Restaurant Day, and I liked the idea of the way you described your menu. It was around the world in 30 minutes, and I was intrigued by how you were going to do that. But I'm also interested to understand why you've had the restaurant today.
Well, it's a long story. The restaurant today is mainly to raise money for our trip to England with the sixth graders in April.
Okay.
But I teach in the English department. We have an English department at the school where we teach in both Swedish and English. It's a bilingual, it's not an immersion class, but a bilingual class. And we have lots of international parents, not international children in the classes.
Is that a particular feature of society now in Vaasa that is becoming more multicultural?
It is. It's very multicultural in Vaasa today. I think it's the most multicultural city in Finland at the moment.
Okay.
And the main reason for that is the universities, the polytechnics, but also two big companies like ABB and Wärtsilä, who bring lots of foreign families to Finland, and they have their children. They need some place for the children to attend school, and we then started an English department 25 years ago.
It's noticeable actually out there. There are lots of different people from different countries,
yes.
and a lot of them are speaking in English. Now, is that because English is the common language, or is that because it's the English class that's?
English is the common language for these families, of course, because they come from so many different countries. But also in the English department, we try to keep English as a social language. We teach both in Swedish and English, but we keep English as a social language.
That's interesting. I studied for just half a year to learn some Finnish, and I can now speak a little. In fact, my favourite phrase is "minä puhun vähän suomea." That kind of gets me out of trouble more often than not.
Yeah, that's good enough.
It's a good start.
It's a good start.
But I guess that's been the inspiration for the menu.
It's the inspiration for the menu. We had last year, when we also travelled to England, we had an Easter bazaar, flea market and this and that, and also a little food, international food. And we found that the food was the most popular thing. People like to come and taste different dishes from different countries, and so it was very popular. We ran out of food in half an hour. So we decided to do it again. Yeah. So we decided to do it on a pop-up restaurant day, and the parents are very, very enthusiastic about this. They worked so well, and it's so good for the parents also to get to know each other, to have a common goal to work for. And
yeah, no, it's great. I decided to come here today all the way from Seinäjoki because it had this around the world theme, and I've brought my daughter and my wife's aunt because they're the only members of the family that were available today. But I like the idea of introducing my kids to these different foods, not to just have the food that they get in Finland, but to try different things. I'm originally from London, and I grew up surrounded by Chinese restaurants and Indian restaurants, and I was hoping that I'd get a small reminder of that, and that's exactly what I got. Yeah, I did.
Okay,
It was fantastic. The food tasted really nice. It wasn't super spicy, but there was a lot of flavour there, and
I think they try to avoid the super spicy thing because we Finns are not very used to the super spicy. So
no, that's true.
So I think they kept the low key on that.
I think Evie found the meat samosa a little bit too much for her, but
okay.
I keep trying. I keep trying to educate their palate a little bit. So.
We want to be as international as possible in the normal school day. Also, we involve lots of other people in a normal school day. Also, and we think this food thing was excellent today. Then to bring a different ingredient into the school society.
Yeah, I think it's been a success. It's been open for an hour, and there's already people now sort of fighting for tables.
Yeah,
so
we're very, very happy with this.
What were you expecting? Did you? I guess based on the Easter Bazaar last year, you had an idea.
We had an idea. The parents cooked for about 50 people, and then we have lots of families actually. So we're thinking about 300-400 perhaps. But unfortunately, I think people eat quite a lot here. They want to taste everything, so we're running out of sample now.
Hands up, I'm guilty. I
was guilty too.
Found my plate was a bit high, and Evie said, "Daddy, have you looked at your plate?" And by the time I looked down, it was there was too much. Yeah. A little of everything, though.
You want to try. Yeah,
exactly.
The first idea was that you could choose one, but then again, you lose the idea of tasting different things then. So they opened it to choose whatever you want, but one serving, one helping only.
Well, I didn't, and that's fair enough. This buffet lunch idea is quite familiar in Finland, but it's also go and help yourself if you want some more. And I didn't want any more because I'm planning to go and visit 2 or 3 other places today, so I've got to pace myself. I'm quite capable of being greedy, but I tried to avoid it today. And I think that idea worked as well, to be able to try all these different things. I was curious how I might go around, as I said, the world in 30 minutes, and I just about managed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we covered lots of continents. We have Asia, Africa, South America, North America, and Europe.
And this reflects the pupils that are in the class?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's directly. Yeah, they haven't copied anything. It is the family comes from these countries, so they are original.
Yeah, and everything looked homemade and tasted homemade. So I'd have to say, good job, well done. And
thank you so much.
The fact that you've been able to take 7 minutes out of your busy day to talk to me shows you've clearly got it well organised.
Well, I organised it in that way that I wanted the parents to do this. We have a fundraising going on in the class, selling things, doing this and that. As I said, we have a partner school in England. We go and visit them in April. They will come to us in May. And we need lots of money for this.
Where is your partner school?
It's in Chipping Norton. It's north of Oxford.
Yes, yeah.
And or Great Road, right? Actually, it's a small countryside school. And I promised to organise one thing, but as a teacher, you can't be involved in everything. So I said, yes, a good idea, but I want you to do it. And I think it's good. And the parents
You're the project manager.
Yeah, I am. Need to be that in this case. And the parents also said it's so great that they do it together. They get to know each other better, and I know this main group have visited each other, had planning meetings, and had coffee and so on, and they grow together. And that is what we do in the English department. We are very, very keen on having a very good social climate amongst the children, but also amongst the parents.
Yeah.
So we have different occasions during the year where we all come together and do things together.
Yeah, and I think you can see that in the restaurant as well. There are people clearly that have been brought together and they've met here in Vaasa, and this is now their home turf, and they're all sort of sitting there and eating together and chatting together, which is fantastic. I just have to say, thank you very much, and thank you very much for speaking to me, and congratulations on the restaurant day. I hope.
Thank you for coming here. I'm very happy you did and came from Seinäjoki. I think you had the longest way here today.
Possibly, but it's already been worth it, and now I'm going off to explore further within Vaasa, see what else I can find.
Good.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Evie, so what were your memories from the day? What things did you enjoy most about that first restaurant? What did you think about the food?
Yeah, the food was nice. And the thing I didn't know about the place was that the food was from all around the world.
There were maybe 10 or 12 different countries, weren't there?
Yeah.
What did you eat?
Chicken legs.
Did you? What else did you eat?
The rice, Chinese rice. Hamburger and some sort of meat inside some sort of...
Inside a pastry?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it like a meat samosa?
Yeah.
Was that nice?
Yeah, it was quite hot.
So, Evie, what were the pupils, the children at the school, doing while we were eating?
Well, they came to serve water and drinks, and when we had eaten, done our eating, then the children took the food away.
Yeah, they did. That was nice. So they were working really hard on the day, weren't they? Yeah. To raise money for their English trip, and all the pupils were working really hard. And as we heard, the parents had made all the food, so it was a real team effort. Mm. What was your overall feeling about the first restaurant?
Yeah, it was a nice place.
The next restaurant that we visited was called a theatre restaurant, and before we went there, it sounded interesting. They promised performance while you were eating, and I wasn't quite sure how this might work if it was in some kind of theatre location. But as you'll hear in the interview shortly, it was a workshop space for some drama students. Evie, what did you see when we first walked through the door?
A monkey man.
A monkey man? What do you mean a monkey man?
It was a man dressed as a monkey.
Oh, okay, right. That's true, and that monkey man was our waiter for our meal, wasn't he? And he stayed in character while taking us to the table and taking our order. After we'd eaten, I took some time to speak to Walter, who was the monkey man. So let's have a listen to what Walter had to say right now.
My name is Walter Sui.
Hi, Walter. Thanks for speaking to me today. And first of all, what's the name of the restaurant that we're in today?
The name of the restaurant is Theatre Restaurant. That's the name we have now.
Okay, and this was one of the places that I decided to travel to Vaasa from Seinäjoki to check out today, because it sounded interesting. And I've got my daughter Evie. I'm trying to give her a few unusual experiences today, and there's none more unusual than a man dressed as a monkey scratching himself at the door as soon as we came in. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
What is this place normally that you're using?
Normally, this is a drama school.
Okay.
So this place is our drama class. We are 10 people here every day studying, and to become bachelors in performing arts.
Okay, so it's a university program.
Yeah, University of Applied Sciences.
Yeah. Okay. And so you've using that aspect of your studies and combining that with Restaurant Day, which is what we're exploring today.
Yeah.
So, explain a little bit to the people listening about some of the characters that you've got in the restaurant today? It's not traditional waiting staff at the tables.
No, not traditional waiting staff. We have this kind of circus theme because we thought that it's a good way to have this kind of mixed hot pot curry feeling that there is a lot interesting things to look at. So we have the head, the director or the circus.
The ringmaster.
The ringmaster is called, yeah. The ringmaster, and then we have the horse tamer, and we have the cannonball, and the gypsy woman who reads your fortune, and then we have the prima donna, and the sad on a line.
Oh, the tightrope walker. Okay.
She's a very sad character.
Yeah, okay.
And different kinds. We have 10 characters in total, and we try to get everybody to kind of like show some parts of the circus. Theme.
It's a nice idea. And then we're all sitting in a dark room, and there's a stage area at the front. And what kind of shows are you performing? We've just seen one performance now.
It was the Balinese.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Balinese mask theater, and we have shown one Indian dance, classical dance called Mohiniyattam, and then a sketch with no speech, like a physical sketch, and then this that you saw, this Balinese mask theater, and then we will still show. We will have one song sung by the sad line.
Yeah, okay.
And then we will have also Kathakali, which is Indian dance theater.
Okay.
Which is very interesting. I also have studied that.
And is this? Are you doing this today as a money raiser, or is it literally going towards what you're studying for?
This is money raiser for this is our last year,
okay.
So we're final year, so we're going to Portugal to just have a blast, all 10 of us in then, so we're raising money. But also this is because we will have a theater festival in the mid of February, so we're making getting publicity before that.
Okay.
So we got really good publicity now. So
what will you be doing during the theatre festival?
We will. It will be our final exam works. So now today started our 3-month-long leave from school, and now we have free time to work on a performance and write our final thesis.
And that performance is what you have to do
in February.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you'd like to explain about that performance that you have to do that might be interesting to people hearing this before February 2015?
It will be there will be nine plays, and they will all be around like half an hour. Most of them are solos, except mine, because I have me and one girl in the class. We will do it together.
Okay.
So there will be solo performances. Of course, I don't know so much about what is still going to happen because
you haven't done it yet.
It's still in the idea process.
Okay.
But I really think we have a really talented class, and I think it's going to be really good. And we have a lot organized for the festival, so I think it's worth to come.
Okay.
Sure.
And is there a website or anything for the festival?
Yes, we are on Facebook, Physical Theater or Fysisk Teater, Novia. You can find us there. You just search on Novia, Yrkeshögskola, and then Physical Theater, Fysisk Teater.
Okay, and I'm going to keep some notes, some show notes for each episode of the Explore Finland radio show.
Oh.
So I will include some links to that on there as well. So if anyone's interested, then they maybe find their way from my website to you guys as well. So. Nice. I think that's great. That's given everyone a nice introduction to what you're doing, and I understand you're busy capering around like a monkey. So I'd just like to say, Walter, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Evie, while we were eating our food, we saw 2 performances, didn't we, in the stage area? What were the 2 performances that we saw?
The first one was some lady or girl dressed as... Well, I thought it was the Chinese king, but it actually was from Bali.
Yeah, it was from Bali, that's right, yeah.
And the second one, so the Bali lady did some sort of funny dance. Then the second one was a girl, again, dressed as a clown ballerina. She sang a beautiful song.
She did, didn't she? Yeah, and we got a few pictures of the dances and of the clown ballerina, which will be on the website. So if you go to the explorefinlandpodcast.com, look at the show notes, there will be some links to what we've been talking about today, and also some pictures from our day in Vaasa. The final place we visited on restaurant day was a pop-up coffee shop, and it was in a hair salon called Moi. I spoke to Marlin, the owner of Moi, and she explained what made them decide to open a pop-up coffee shop for restaurant day.
Yeah, my name is Marlin Holm, and I started this hair salon a month ago.
Okay.
So it's really new.
It's a new business.
So this is perhaps a bit of a marketing trick.
Okay.
As well. That's a fun idea.
So explain a little about how you've approached restaurant day today. What have you done in here? Because this is a working hair salon.
Yeah.
Well, it was, but not right at this moment.
Pretty much went through our closets at home last weekend when we saw that it's Ravintolapäivä, and we thought it was on Sunday.
Okay.
And then we just figured out it's on Saturday, and we had customers already booked. So we've been working with hair until 2 today, and then we just quickly took away all our chairs and material.
Yeah.
And took all the second-hand stuff, and my sister, who's a baker, she brought all the goodies.
So what is it that you're selling over there? What things
we
do you have?
Finnish pikkuleipä.
Okay, yeah, like pastries.
Pastries, 3 different kinds, and then I think the sandwiches are pretty English.
Okay.
It's like cucumber and Philadelphia cheese.
Okay.
So really basic.
And it sounds like a health and safety nightmare to go from a hairdressing salon to food, but I guess you've got small things that are pre-prepared. So
she didn't make them here.
No, okay.
So they were all brought here.
And I've been to English school, international school, and I've also been to the theatre restaurant, and they're doing this to raise money. Is just really more for you about raising profile of a new business?
Like marketing and just a fun way to get people to notice this place.
And how's
so
it been so far?
I think we have pretty cheap prices just to cover the ingredients and stuff.
And to make some room in your closet for the next season's
for the next season.
Okay. And how has it worked so far? I mean, you've been open as a restaurant day venue for an hour or so.
Yeah, they come in streams.
Okay.
At 2:00 we have had a lot of people here, and then it was quiet for a while, and now again, as you can see.
Yeah, it's busy again.
Yeah.
There's a few. This is quite normal for Saturday shopping, I think. There's a few guys sitting around the outside while the wives are looking through the clothes.
Yeah.
And at least here they've got coffee and something nice to.
And this is pretty boring weather. Also, so I think this is quite. It looks quite nice from the outside, where it's a lot of lights and people and coffee.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, we plan to make this our final stop. So we've been to this is the 4th place we visited in Vaasa today, and we plan to make this our last stop. So I think I need some coffee before I head back to Seinäjoki. Would you like to just tell people the name of your business here and where they can find it online?
This hair salon's name is Moi Hair Salon. It's like French moi and Finnish moi combination. And it's on Fredsgatan 15, Rauhankatu 15.
Yeah, okay. And and do you have a website? Or
It's www.moi
hyphen?
Hair.com.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, so that's moy-hair.com.
Yeah.
I will put some notes on my website and I will include a link there. So
Thank you very much.
you'll hopefully see something coming from me as
Yeah.
well. Okay, that's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
It's been interesting.
Evie, what were your thoughts about the Moy coffee shop?
Yeah, so when we first went into there, I didn't realise that it was a real hair salon. I thought that it's some coffee shop, but they made it look like a hair salon.
Like a hairdresser themed coffee
Yeah.
shop. Okay.
And
And so, what did you think when we got in there and you realised that it was an actual hair salon?
Mm-hmm.
You're right; it didn't look like one because everything had changed in there. But what else was inside there when we got inside?
clothes on
On a rail.
a rail, yeah. And there was shoes, but one pair of shoes was same as my mum's shoes.
So overall, Evie, did you enjoy exploring Restaurant Day?
Yes, it was fun.
And would you like to do it again the next time
Yeah.
Restaurant Day comes round in
Yeah.
February next year?
Yeah.
Okay, so that rounds up another episode of the Explore Finland radio show. I'd like to say one more time thank you to all the people that agreed to be interviewed during the day, to Heimo, to Walter and to Marlin. Thank you all for your time. Also, Evie, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If you enjoyed the show and want to show me some support, then please take a minute or two to go over to iTunes or wherever it was that you downloaded the show. Rate, review the show, subscribe to the show. All these things help. And also, if you want to subscribe to my mailing list on the explorefinlandpodcast.com website, every time a new show comes out, I will email you the show notes so that they arrive in your inbox and you can have them to refer to while you're listening or get the email as a reminder that there's a new show available. Of course, if you want to spread the word to your friends on the social network of your choice, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, so by all means take a moment to spread the word amongst your friends. And also, if there's a subject that you want me to cover in a future episode, then by all means let me know. I've got a few varied ideas coming up in forthcoming episodes, but if there's something particular you want me to speak about, then please let me know and I'll go out and explore it on your behalf. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again on the Explore Finland radio show. Take care. Bye.